Hi, my name is Kigondu Martin. I am a storyteller and I use different forms for that. So I do film. I built my background, or my background more or less is in theater, both as a playwright and as a director and an actor as well. And I also podcast, so stories are life, yeah. What comes to mind when I think of mental health is balance. This is a word that I think about often, and so when I hear someone struggling with their mental health, or even when I feel I'm struggling with that as well, I always remind myself, balance. There's something that has not found balance. There's an imbalance somewhere. So that is the strongest word that comes. Over the years, we've been taught that, well, we've been cultured to think that thinking about mental health only means that you're a weak human in some way. But in truth, for you to be strong and for you to find balance and direction, you really need to think about your mental health. So for sure, this is something that I constantly think about, something that I constantly struggle with. And by struggling with, I'm not saying that I've had breakdowns and all. I'm just saying I am cognizant of the times where I feel I need to remove myself from something, or when I'm going through something or a situation, even unajua COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, I'm conscious of when I'm not balanced. Yeah. So first of all, I have to acknowledge the fact that I'm mostly melancholic. So I keep to myself a lot. Not so long ago, I discovered the different personalities of men, and I saw that I am mostly a Sigma, meaning I might be really good with crowds, I might be really good with people, but I honestly appreciate spending a lot of time by myself. So yes, so when it comes to me sharing with someone, that took me a while. At different stages in my life, I spoke to different people. Like probably when I was a teenager, my mother was one of the closest people for me. She still is, but there are things now I can't talk to her about. In my early 20s, I spoke to my friends. I don't know, maybe a girlfriend. In my late 20s, it was mostly my boys. And right now in my 30s, I'm talking a lot to my friends. So it doesn't matter whether they're boys or ladies, but I do have one, two, maybe 2 or 3 people that I talk to when I feel I need to get everything that is going on in my head. Sure, I've actually thought about it at the beginning of this year, 2021. I thought about it a lot. Of course, at some point you feel overwhelmed. And so you feel you need to talk to someone, and you need to talk to someone who won't tell you about religion or how to work around it with religion. Not to say that that is not a good route. And at times you also feel this is not something to just share with my friends. You always think, occasionally, I need to talk to someone. I don't know, maybe in the old days you do it to a stranger, but how about now do it to a professional? So yes, I've thought about it. In fact, by the end of this year, I'd like to have arranged at least 2 or 3 sessions with a psychiatrist. Yes, so the simple answer is yes, because I do feel there are things about being a human that we can only learn by reflecting what we are thinking on other people, yeah? And we do it with, I don't know, our girlfriends, our wives, our friends, but it would be smart to also seek professional advice. We've all been told what a man is supposed to be, but guess what? You can choose to be your own kind of man. And there are some stereotypes about what a man should be that definitely don't work for you. A man shouldn't cry, a man shouldn't 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Apana. Think about even just 5 men from, I don't know, Churchill to, not Churchill, the United States president at some point, I think, to, was he? I don't know, whatever. So there was him, think Jesus Christ, think Mahatma Gandhi, think Bildad Kagia. all these are different men. They just didn't use one way of becoming a man, and so can you. So yeah, don't fall into those pressures. Mwanaume lazima afanye hii at this age, mwanaume lazima akae hivi. No, you decide. If it works for you, well and good. If it doesn't, choose what works for you. And thirdly, which is probably for me most important, is just know you can't give what you don't have. Yeah, you can't bring balance to the world if you have imbalance inside you. You can't give love to the world if you don't love yourself enough. So yeah, really work on you, because in so doing, then you're giving the best version of yourself to the world, to the people you love, and yeah, again, most of all to yourself. Asanteni sana. So do seek someone to talk to when you struggle with these things. Do choose different ways of meditation. You could try yoga as well. You could try, I've tried transcendental meditation. You could try stoicism. Yeah, and if religion is your thing as well, you could always try that. But the solutions are around you, so seek them. Asanteni.